Hello there, friends. It's Jimmy Maverick. Welcome to another edition of the Fantasy Maverick podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in here. This is I'm doing a live draft here on the FFPC. It's a tournament league, PPR with tight end premium. Picking from the third position, I got to say, man, went just about as well as I could have ever hoped for. Just a brilliant draft. I love this team so much. I want to hear what you think about it. So definitely check it out. Here we go.
Listen up. It's time for the Fantasy Maverick podcast, starring the guy who's going to help you win that fantasy championship, Jimmy Maverick.
Hello there, friends. It's Jimmy Maverick. Welcome to another edition of the Fantasy Maverick podcast. It is time for another big-time, high-stakes fantasy draft on the Fantasy Football Players Championship. I am picking from the third position. It is Labor Day evening, and I hope you all have had a really great weekend. I certainly have. It was a nice, relaxing day. Went to the movies, and now I'm ready to go. I'm all refreshed, ready to take this draft on. We are going to go ahead and get this set up, and we're going to use my app, My Perfect Fantasy Draft, to help us pick players tonight. This app is absolutely going to help you in your drafts. If you got any last-minute drafts, I still got 3 more, so I got a lot more to go, and I bet you do too if you're watching this. Let me just show you how it works. So first of all, I want to invite you, go to my website, fantasyfootballmaverick.com, and hold on here. All right, there we go. Now, once you log in, it's going to ask you 3 questions. How does your league score points? If you see here, I've got the special FFPC, which is a list for PPR with tight end premium. It is optimized for the Fantasy Football Players Championship league. I focus it like a laser at this time of year. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to select that. And then, do you want to engage Jimmy's recommended player filters? I'm going to say no for right now, but we can certainly consider some. What is the size of your league? This is a 12-team league. We are picking from the third position. We'll go and enter it. So you got your draft list right here, and this is the order that the players are going to go. But when you pop it into draft mode, what happens is it changes. And you've got your position filters here, but you got your round filters here. So this is for each round of the draft, for each pick. And what you're going to see, and I'm just going to minimize the recommendations, but what you're going to see when you do this is when I pick the first one, I'm going to see all the players between my first pick and my second pick here all together. But instead of being sorted by their draft position, they're sorted by what I call the VORC score. VORC stands for Value, Outlook, Reliability, and Consistency. It's this column right here. But it's basically these 4 columns. Based on how they do on these 4 columns to get points. Those points are added up. That gives you your VORC score. It's sorted by the VORC score. So when you're in a draft, you just need to focus on the players at the top of the list. And what I like to say is if they score over 40 VORC points and they have at least 3 stars on their Outlook, that's this column right over here. That's an absolute recommend. Perfect. Great choice. All right. If they're between 30 and 40 VORC points, like down here, or they have less than 3, or they have less than 3 stars, or maybe both, right? Like here's Derrick Henry. He only has 37 VORC points, 2-star on the Outlook. Those are marginal players, risky players. I try to stay away from those guys. And then typically if they get less than 30 VORC points, I just tend to stay away. Now there are exceptions, like when you get to the end and you're just looking at lottery tickets and handcuffs and guys like that, you'll see it. They'll still be recommended here because they might have 3 stars, but they might literally have like 5 VORC points. It's just because they just don't score well on anything, and they might be unproven. They might be a rookie. They're backing up a star player. There's a number of reasons. They have terrible consistency because they're a backup. They're hardly ever on the field. So anyway, but you'll see that there will still be recommendations as we go through the list, as we go through the rounds. So what I like to do is I like to use my queue, and I like to set up my queue. And you can see here for our first pick, it's recommending Kelce, it's recommending Waller, it's recommending Kamara. But you can see here Christian McCaffrey and Dalvin Cook are both long shots. And I have to say in my draft last night, Kelce went second, so Cook made it to the third. So let's go ahead and we will first put CMC, where there is virtually no chance of him making to the third pick, but we'll put him on there anyway. Dalvin Cook, we'll put Kelce, we'll put Kamara, and we'll put, who was the receiver there? Oh, it was Waller and Diggs. Okay, so we've got, which I really don't think, I really don't think we would consider those guys with this third pick. I mean, it's just, we don't need to worry about that. But what we can do is we can set up our aspirationals for the next round, for round 2. And for me, the aspirationals would be Travis Kelce, who is, let's see, I'm sorry, George Kittle. It would be DK Metcalf, Calvin Ridley, Najee Harris, and Antonio Gibson. I don't anticipate any of those guys making it to me, but if they do, I want them at the top of my queue. That's all we're going to do here. That's what we're putting them there for. And what you do is when you're done with the first round, you just click on round 2 and you look at who's recommended there. Recommending A.J. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You can see we've got the long shots of Hopkins, Metcalf, and Kittle. Oh, let's put Hopkins on the queue too, just in case he makes it. Where's Hopkins? There he is. We'll put him on too, just for funds. And you never know. You'll never know if one of these guys will make it. Anything can happen in these drafts. But you can see here that basically everybody's a recommend. There's only a couple of marginal picks. You got Justin Jefferson, Joe Mixon, Nick Chubb as marginal picks for the second round. Mixon and Chubb, not real interested in those guys because in this league, it's a PPR plus a tight end premium. So running backs are seriously degraded in value, and you can see Mixon's value is 37th overall. Nick Chubb's value is 39th overall. We're at pick 22. It's a terrible choice, okay? So we will just go back to the first round here. You can see we got 6 minutes till it begins. I'm just going to pause till the thing starts. I'm sorry. I also want to mention that I have my little cheat sheet ready, and what this is I'm going to be tracking the guy in front of me and the guy behind me as far as what positions they have taken, as well as overall the quarterbacks, tight ends, kickers, and defenses that have been taken. This is just to help me keep track of those particular positions and also to see, where the guys on either side of me are, what they have drafted, who they're most likely to grab on the next round, and that'll help me strategize as to when I need to take my players. So I just wanted to mention that. I definitely recommend doing this as well. And you're just doing little tally marks as they come off the board. It's very easy to keep track of, especially we have 60 seconds per pick. So it goes nice and leisurely. It's hardly ever a frantic time in these kind of drafts. But so you can see that we've got a guy named Chadwick who is right before us, and we've got a guy named Roll Tide right after us. So that's what's going on here. I'm going to pause it, and we'll be back when the draft starts. All right, babies, we are ready to go here. Less than a minute to go. Very excited, man. I always get butterflies before these things. So just want to let you know, I did a tier report on the PPR with tight end premium. And, essentially, the biggest coup would be for either Hopkins or Ridley to make it to me at pick 2, because those guys both rank as a tier 4 player. And they're the only 2 round 2 players that score in that tier. And so that would be a tremendous benefit if they make it to me. I would absolutely take them in the second round if that happens. It's very interesting. And we can go a number of different ways. I mean, if I started with Kelce and Kittle is available when it comes around to us, I could take Kittle and I could start the two best tight ends in the league. And I could just totally trash everybody else's plans as far as their tight end is concerned.
You are up next.
All right, so no surprise, CMC comes off first. So this is going to be the question. Is the guy going to go Cook? Is he going to go Kelce? Is he going to go Kamara? Those are the choices that he will choose from for this pick.
Now you are on the clock.
Okay, so he took Cook, so that means Kelce made it to us. Now, I'm absolutely taking Kelce. Kelce is tier 2. Kamara is a low-end tier 3, and each tier represents about 1 point per week. So you got to absolutely take that advantage where you can. We will go ahead and take Kamara. We're going to take Kelce and just roll from there. So we've got our tight end position totally locked up. We'll take a second tight end much later. So I will go ahead and grab him. No question that that's the best choice to take at this point in the draft. With the tight end premium, he is absolutely outstanding. I had him last year, that record-setting season, won me one of my leagues. So in this tournament. So he is absolutely super valuable as far as that's concerned. So now that we made our first round pick, we can go and did we queue everyone up for the second round? I don't think we queued anybody up for the second round yet. For the second round, we haven't. So the long shots for this round, obviously Hopkins would be like the killer pick if we can get him. Metcalf, I really like too, but Metcalf is tier 5. And then Kittle also great tier 5 player as well. But to get a tier 4 in the second round would be an absolute coup for this draft. But I want to just look at the running backs. So, certainly Clyde Edwards-Helaire is one of them. And then I believe I already put Najee and I put Gibson. Yeah, so Najee Harris, Antonio Gibson, and CEH. Why didn't I put CEH onto my queue? There we go. CEH would be my choices there for wide receiver. Also, according to my app, we've got A.J. Brown, Keenan Allen, and these little hands me reaches, which means these are guys that can make it to the next round, and it's a short turn, right? So A.J. Brown, Keenan Allen, Justin Jefferson, all great choices. So let's go wide receiver. We've got Justin Jefferson, A.J. Brown, Keenan Allen. One of the knocks against A.J. Brown is he has a Week 13 bye. That is very risky because that is the fantasy playoffs in this tournament, Week 13 and 14. So it's a big strike against me wanting to take him in this league. In a normal fantasy football league, he's perfectly awesome to take. He's a great value. But I will probably stay away from him as far as that's concerned. Let's also look, let's see here. Did I already get Kittle? I did put Kittle already down there. As far as quarterbacks, I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button there. As far as quarterbacks go, no quarterbacks go in this round. Tight end, no. So we're in good shape. And why don't we, since it's a short turnaround, let's get 3 set up also. So 3, you can see it's recommending Hawkinson, Woods, and James Robinson. The long shots are A.J. Brown, C.D. Lamb, Keenan Allen, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We already got those guys queued up, so that's fine. So why don't we put Hawkinson, Wood, Andrews, Robinson. There's a whole bunch we got to put here. So Hawkins. Well, let's put the tight ends on. We'll go Hawkinson and Andrews. All right, we will go Woods, McLaurin for wide receivers. There's Woods and McLaurin, Allen Robinson. I mean, there's so many choices of people that score over 40. And look, there's Cooper Kupp. There's Mahomes. Cooper Kupp. We can put Patrick Mahomes, although I'm really not looking at Patrick Mahomes. I'm really looking to wait much later. All right. And then let's see here for running backs. And let's just cut this list down a little bit so it's easier to see. We got Robinson, Carson. And see, Carson and Montgomery are marginal picks, but they're still good, right? So Robinson, Carson, Montgomery for running backs. So Robinson, Carson, and Montgomery. Okay, great. We are loaded for bear at the queue. We got tons of players on the queue. Let's see what's going on. So let's see how the first round went. So it was McCaffrey and Cook first. Then I took Kelce. Then we got Kamara and Henry. Then Tyreek Hill comes off. Darren Waller, Devontae Adams. Then Zeke Elliott comes off 9th. Stephon Diggs 10th. Eckler and Jones close out the first round. Najee Harris to the second round. Saquon Barkley in yesterday's draft went at the 2.06. It was crazy. I cannot believe how far he fell. But he's a guy that I like. As a second-round player, his tier, the dude is tier 3. He's tier 3 player. And right now we're at, there's still a couple of tier 4s left. And then we're going to be getting into tier 5. So, he's just an incredible value. Look at how early Jefferson was taken. Jefferson was taken at the 202. Calvin Ridley taken at the 201. So those guys, and who hasn't come off? Why am I drawing a blank on his name unless he just came off? Hold on here. I want to get back to the whole list. Antonio Gibson comes off early, so that was one of my sneaks for this round. Jonathan Taylor still hasn't come off. Look, Nick Chubb came off. Wow. Okay. Diggs did come off. I'm sorry. I was thinking he was still on the board for some reason, but that's super early for Jefferson. So that might be really good for maybe Hopkins making it to us. So we'll see what happens there. And the guy who took Waller is thinking. He's thinking and thinking. Yeah, it's very surprising that both Taylor and Barkley are still on the board. He finally took somebody. Who did he take? He took Saquon. So this is very interesting to see what will happen here. If we look at my queue right now, Kittle's at the top, Metcalf, Hopkins, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, A.J. Brown, Keenan Allen, right there as all options for me to take with only 3 picks to go. So we're in great shape. We got tons of options available. And people are thinking hard. They are thinking hard and taking all their time. Sometimes I wonder if it's a strategy just to make the next player tilt. You wait until there's like 2 seconds left and then you take somebody and you hope that's the one that they really wanted. So you just like send them into a tailspin and they're like, I don't know who I'm going to take. Jonathan Taylor still on the board. That is crazy. Super late. And Hopkins is still there too. And Kittle. So one of them will make it to me. Taylor, Hopkins, or Kittle will make it.
You are up next.
All right, so Taylor was taken. So we'll see how number 4 goes. Is he going to take is he going to take Hopkins or is he going to take Kittle?
Now you are on the clock.
He took Hopkins. All right, so look, we can absolutely double up the tight end. Kittle he is the best value outside of A.J. Brown right now. And again, A.J. Brown has the Week 13 bye. Not really interested in that. But to take 2 tight ends is going to make everybody else freak the hell out. So let's just make everybody flip their bonnet right now because I got 2 elite tight ends. So guess what? I'm going to be rostering every week. And luckily, this league has 2 flex. So it is absolutely, positively viable to start 2 tight ends. It is absolutely a viable strategy. And we can wait even later for another tight end, than I was planning on. But it's quite a coup, and it's going to make everybody else freak out. So I'm happy with that, too. Everybody else is going to lose their brain. We might have someone take Hawkinson. We might have one of these guys take Hawkinson before it comes back to me. We'll see what happens. But that is an interesting start. When I did the league 2 years ago, in one of my leagues, I did roster 2 elite tight ends. Very lucrative. Very, very lucrative in this particular league. So, it's a great way to start. So I'm perfectly happy. Now for the 3rd round, you can see who's at the top. So Edwards-Helaire is still there. A.J. Brown, Keenan Allen, T.J. Hawkinson. We got Andrews, Woods, Robinson, Kupp, Mahomes, James Robinson, and Chris Carson. We are not going to take any more tight ends, so I can take Hawkinson and Andrews off the list. We don't need to worry about them. Joe Mixon and A.J. Brown come off. And I'm kind of leaning if Edwards-Helaire makes it back to us, I would consider that. But I think, I'd love to get Keenan Allen. Certainly CeeDee Lamb or Robert Woods are very, very good for the third round.
You are up next.
Allen Robinson taken super early in this draft. That's so interesting. In my draft I did last night, Allen Robinson I got at the, fourth pick of the fourth round. Crazy how far he fell. But look at this. This guy took Christian McCaffrey and A.J. Brown. Both those guys got the week 13 bye. He has really, really hurt his team. I mean, he's got great points, fantastic points, right? This is a team right now that will easily make the playoffs, I'm betting. But first week of the playoffs, neither one of those guys is available. That is a suicide pact, man. Okay, so look, Clyde Edwards-Helaire made it back to us. Keenan Allen is here also. Oh boy, which one rates better? So if we look at Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he's right there. Keenan Allen, I don't even think is on here. Is he, or is he? Keenan Allen is right there. Oh, they're very close. I think I'm gonna take Keenan Allen here. Let's go ahead and take him. And so now, two tight ends and a wide receiver. That's pretty good. Look, Kyle Pitts got taken early. See that? That's good. That means things are going to get pushed to me because people are going to have to take their tight ends way earlier than they were hoping. Like this guy, I bet, was expecting that he could possibly get Kittle. And so Chadwick has taken two running backs, and he took Pitts, so he's got a tight end. Then Roll Tide, he's just got one running back and one wide receiver. So I might want to go 0 RB with this kind of strategy, and we'll just fill out our top 6 picks. We'll get a quarterback. We'll get another wide receiver. Well, we'll try to get like 3 more wide receivers and a quarterback, and then we'll switch to running backs unless a really good running back falls to us. I'll consider it if they come to us. But again, running backs are seriously devalued in this particular format, so we'll have to see what happens. I also like the option to stack. I got great stacking options. I mean, Mahomes I'm not going to get, but I could take again, I can take Herbert like in the 7th round. I could take and I could get Trey Lance in like the 10th round. I could roll with those two guys. That would certainly work. But right now I am rocking on value. So Keenan Allen is tier 5. Kittle's tier 5, and then I've got tier 2 with Travis Kelce. So pretty substantial amount of points compared to just about everybody else at this point. Okay, so Roll Tide took CeeDee Lamb. Okay, so they have 2 wide receivers. All right, so let's go to the 4th round. Let's see what we can expect for the 4th round. 4th round, recommending. Hold on, it's got to update here. Kyler Murray, Miles Sanders, T. Higgins. I want to look at wide receivers first because that's the one that I'm most interested in. Chris Godwin and DJ Moore are both long shots. Let's go put them on the queue. All right, so there's Godwin. I doubt they would make it to. I mean, DJ Moore possibly will make it back to us. I don't think Chris Godwin has a chance to make it back to us. But we've got Higgins, Deontay Johnson, Higgins and Deontay Johnson are real good. So Higgins and Deontay, they're pretty good. Both good high volume plays. Adam Thielen is a reach, so let's come back to him. Running backs, we could get Miles Sanders, Gus Edwards, Josh Jacobs. These guys are marginal plays. Not great value, though, and that's the problem. Sanders does have pretty good value. Let's put Sanders on the queue. Where is Sanders? There's Sanders. All right. And let's look at quarterbacks. So Kyler Murray is a reach. Josh Allen is a long shot. I'm not really interested in Josh Allen because we don't have anything to stack him with. Kyler Murray I do like. And we don't really need to worry about tight end right now. So I'm going to let's go to wide receiver. Let's go to quarterbacks. We'll put Kyler Murray on there. You know what? I'm just going to put Mahomes on it. Just if he happens to make it to our 4th round pick, I'll take him, right? But I don't expect that to happen. Kyler Murray is for me a top 3 quarterback this season. So he is absolutely on my list to get, especially since we're going 0 RB. And with the quick turnaround, wait a minute. We also wanted to put in the long shots. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, the reaches. Thielen. Let's put Thielen in. Wide receiver. Thielen. Okay. And now let's go to the 5th round since it's a quick turnaround. You can see T. Higgins, Adam Thielen are both long shots. But we've got guys, see, this is a bad round. Round 5, wow, it's just, look at this, marginal plays at best. Very, very poor rated players. Claypool, Judy, Julio, Brandon Ayuk, Jamar Chase, Odell Beckham, all these guys are dealing with stuff. Ayuk's got that injury. That's why he's so discounted. But even so, his value isn't great. I think I'd consider Ayuk. But these other guys I'm not super interested in. Julio, he's fair value. Let's put both Julio and Jamar on there Julio and Brandon Ayuk as we'll put them in there. They're marginal plays, but I would consider them both. So Julio Jones. All right. For running backs in the 5th round, let's take a look. Running backs. Okay, so Chase Edmonds scores good, pretty close to fair value. Kareem Hunt is overvalued here, not real interested. Gus Edwards overvalued. See, all these guys are overvalued. That's the problem, right? So we're gonna have garbage running backs. That's what we're gonna have to deal with. But I think we'll be okay. We'll make it up on the points with the other positions. We already have Sanders. Let's mark Edmonds too. Let's see here. There's Chase Edmonds right there. And I did put Sanders on there. Okay. So let's go back to the list. Let's see what's going on, man. We've been kind of out here for a while looking at players. So since I took Keenan Allen, here's who's come off. CeeDee Lamb, Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans, Clyde Edwards-Helaire goes in the middle of the 3rd round. That's really good. Robert Woods, Mark Andrews comes off super early as we expected. Hawkinson has not come off. Montgomery, Amari Cooper, Tyler Lockett, Adam Thielen, Chris Godwin, T. Higgins. Like I said, those guys were long shots at best. James Robinson comes off in the 4th round. That's too bad. These are all guys that I like. You can see Cooper Kupp's still there. Mahomes is still there. Carson, DJ Moore, Deontay Johnson, Miles Sanders. So we've got a lot of options here. As far as the list right now, Mahomes is at the top of the list. So I doubt Mahomes would make it all the way to us. You can see that Swift is still on the list. You know what? I'm going to put I would consider Swift if he makes it to us. I doubt he does. I seriously doubt that he would make it. Likewise with Chris Carson. I'm just pipe dreaming right now. So Chris Carson, go ahead and add to the queue. Come on. Let's see what's going on here. Javonte Williams comes off. So very much a speculative play. Interesting. So we've already got 5 tight ends, 0 quarterbacks. Oh, Patrick Mahomes finally comes off. That's not surprising. If he had made it to there, I've been like, okay, I've got to take Mahomes. That is absolutely something that needs to happen. But what I'm thinking here is for the 4-5, let's go ahead. We're going to get ourselves like 2 wide receivers. Sanders I kind of want to take, but then I kind of don't even want to deal with that team, I mean, if we look overall, 4th round, let's look at everybody here. Where is Sanders? He is near the top. And again, it's just the value. I just don't think I can ignore that value. Pick 46, I get like a full round of value there. I might have to take that if he makes it. And T. Higgins is already gone. Is DJ Moore still there, or is he gone too? DJ Moore is still in play, although DJ Moore does have Week 13 bye. So I think I'll kind of stay away from him. Let's go back here because I want to see what players are available on the list. Look, Carson and Swift are also still available. Look, we're 2 picks away. Okay, Carson or Swift, let's restore those guys because they should already be gone. Carson and Swift. I think Carson is going to be right near the top. Carson, great value. Where is Swift? Swift's a marginal play, but great value too. So, Swift was taken. Is it our pick? Oh my God, Chris Carson made it to us? Okay. Chris Carson or Cooper Kupp. You know what? Getting a running back of this value this late is absolutely unbelievable. I'm going to have to take Carson. That is a superior steal. Wow, that's amazing. Again, value is 40th, so he's undervalued by half a round, which is real. You don't see that a lot. Carson usually goes at pick 29. He made it to us at pick 46. That's nuts. That is crazy that happened. But you just got to roll with what the draft board gives you. So you can see here, Josh Allen's right now at the top of the board. There's DJ Moore, Deontay Johnson, Miles Sanders, Josh Jacobs. Whew, boy, you know what? If Miles Sanders made it back, and I might have to take him. I might have to take Miles Sanders in the 5th. I might have to do that. I mean, you just can't deny the value of Miles Sanders. And Josh Jacobs is still available as well. Jeez, holy cow, man. All right, I'm going to restore. Where's Jacobs and Sanders? Sanders is on here, isn't he? Yeah, Sanders is there. Jacobs is down. Jacobs is more of a marginal play. 51st value overall. Not nearly as good as Miles Sanders. So this is a very interesting draft. Look at Cooper Kupp, DJ Moore close out the 4th round. That's great value on both of them. So let's see here. Roll Tide has now 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers. Chadwick has, let's see here. What does he have? He took a tight end. He took a wide receiver. He's got 2 running backs. Okay, great. And we've got another tight end off the board. So we've got 6 tight ends off the board. TJ Hawkinson, man, fell to here. That's an amazing deal. Really, really good deal. I really kind of like in the TE premium. Hawkinson, I think, is almost equivalent in value to Waller. So he's a great play. So Gus Edwards comes off the board. Who else was taken? Miles Sanders did make it back. I can't pass up that value. We're at pick 51. He's 32nd overall. I'm going to take the risk on Miles Sanders. Oh, it's not our pick. Now it's our pick. Okay. So we got Deontay Johnson is still on the board. Deontay is not, let's see here. Deontay, we got to restore him. Deontay Johnson is way down. There he is. Oh, okay. This is a no-brainer. We've got to take Miles Sanders. That's pretty amazing value I just got there from those 2 plays. I mean, to get value on those 2 running backs at the 4th and 5th round it's pretty astounding. I'm very excited with the value that I'm getting on these players. I'm getting a tremendous value. Let's see here. Carson. Let's see here. Where are they? Carson, tier 7. Sanders. Tier 7. Yeah. But again, both those guys should have been gone in the third and fourth round, and we got them at the end of the fourth, beginning of the fifth. So, okay, and so Josh Allen just came off by Roll Tide, so he's got a quarterback, 2 running backs, and 2 wide receivers. So that's 2 quarterbacks that have come off the board. I am not anticipating that Kyler Murray will make it back to us. I think we're going to target, probably we'll try to stack Keenan Allen with Herbert. Justin Herbert, I think that would be great. But we'll have to see what happens. Deontay Johnson goes. Let's jump to the next round, man. This is going well. Great value so far we've gotten on these guys. Just very impressive. So here we are, 6th round. Laviska Shenault, Juju Smith-Schuster, Dak Prescott. So let's look at the long shots here. So long shots would be Robbie Anderson, Tyler Boyd. We got Trey Sermon and Odell Beckham down here. These guys score crap down here. They're just awful. But Anderson and Boyd are really good, so let's put them on the queue. All right, Anderson, Boyd. Okay, those are long shots. As far as next, we got Laviska. We got Juju. Oh, I'd love to get Juju. We got, and Dak Prescott is a marginal play. Laviska and Juju, though, are fantastic. So let's put them on. Laviska and Juju. And even though I have Laviska, he ranks better for Vork. Juju's very close and a little bit better value, so I really like him. Let's look at the running backs for this round. Again, Trey Sermon, Raheem Mostert, they both suck for value. Pick 70, Trey Sermon's value 164th, Raheem Mostert's 117th. Let's see here, for tight end, we don't really need a tight end. For quarterback, it's Dak Prescott. I can't get the stack with Dak. I'll put him on there. Where's Dak? Did he already get taken? Oh, no, wait a minute. Quarterback. There he is. There's Dak. Okay, and I'm going to put Herbert on because Herbert's kind of like my top choice for the 7th round. You can see this is when he's expected to. This is when we can expect to get him. There's Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. They're marginal plays. 2 stars, 39 Vorks. So I'm not real interested in them. But if we look at running backs, again, you're purely speculating on running backs at this point. Dillon, Michelle, Gordon, those guys aren't great, but I'm going to put them on the queue just in case they fall. So Dillon and Sony. So let's go to running back. A.J. Dillon, Sony Michelle. And then we can put, we'll come back to that. Wide receivers, the long shots are Juju. Juju's a long shot? I thought he was. Oh, we're looking at round 7. That's right. Juju, Antonio Brown, who has terrible value, so I don't really want him. We've got Cooks and Waddle as reaches, but we could take Sutton, Galladay, Michael Thomas. I don't think we can take Michael Thomas at this point. And these guys just don't rate well. So let's put Sutton. We'll put Sutton and Galladay on there. I'm really only interested in Sutton. And where's Galladay? There's Galladay. As far as the reaches go, we got Cooks and Waddle. So let's put them on the queue. Cooks, Waddle. We've also got who are the other reaches? Oh yeah, Gordon was one that was, again, not super interested in, just because I think we're good with our running backs right now, but I'll put them on anyway. I think that's it. That's what we want to do. Okay, so let's look at what happens. So since I took Miles Sanders, we got Josh Allen, Deontay Johnson, Raheem Mostert, Brandon Ayuk, Mike Davis, Myles Gaskin, Josh Jacobs, Chase Claypool, Kyler Murray comes off at the end of the 5th round. So that's our 3rd quarterback. Then Tyler Boyd comes off. Now it's coming back to us. It's a long trip still. I am like, I'm still kind of floored by the running backs I got. I was not expecting that. Like I said, I was going to go 0 RB. I was just going to go, no, we'll just get the RBs afterwards. But the value on those guys, amazing value. I can't believe I did that. Oh, look at this. Look, Dak and Lamar come off. Oh, we got a bit of a quarterback run happening. That puts Herbert at risk right now. That makes me a little nervous, but we'll see what happens. I think that might make me, you know what? I got to go back to the draft room. Let's put everybody on the board so we can see what the list looks like. So we got Logan Thomas, Darrell Henderson, Kareem Hunt, Damian Harris, Jamar Chase. Now, Kareem Hunt, he's actually not a bad pick at the 6th. Is that where we're at? We're at the 6th round, right? Yeah, we're at the 6th round. So if I look at Hunt, restore him, Hunt scores very well, fair value play. I think I got to put him on the queue. Oh, unless he's already gone. He just got taken. Never mind. He was a long shot anyway. What about Henderson? How does Henderson score? Henderson, he's marginal, a little bit overvalued. So he's a no for me. Damian Harris, I got no interest in, especially in this kind of league. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 more picks to us. Here's who's on the queue: Chase Edmonds, Robbie Anderson, Juju Smith-Schuster, Justin Herbert, A.J. Dillon, Sony Michel, Cortland Sutton, Kenny Golladay. We got, like I said, lots of great options here. I'm feeling real comfortable with where we're at and where the queue is. So if we look at quarterbacks, who's on the quarterback list right now? So it's Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, and then Justin Herbert. So I still got a little bit of insulation, but it is cutting it close. When you're within 3 quarterbacks of the quarterback you want, you should just take them. So I might end up just taking Herbert here just to lock it down, and then we'll get another wide receiver on the 7. Okay, Trey Sermon, Marquez Callaway comes off really early, man. That's super early. I can't say I agree with that. And Laviska Shenault came off. That's too bad. I like Laviska. I'm excited to see what he can do. He's a Buff. Go Buffs. It's my alma mater. So I love that. So, but, Juju's a hard to pass up here. If he makes it, it's 2 picks. So we'll see what happens.
You are up next.
All right. Who did he take? Who popped off the board? And Chase Edmonds is still on the board. What is up with this running back value? Oh, 56.
Now you are on the clock.
Did he make it? Holy crap, he made it. All right, so Chase Edmonds is 56th. So he took Darrell Henderson. So Chase Edmonds is 56th overall for value. Juju is also right there. I mean, as far as being a recommend, he's 55th. I really do kind of need. Oh, this is tough. You know what? I'm going to take Chase Edmonds. This is so off script. I can't believe I'm doing it. I can't believe I'm taking a third running back here. But I like the value I'm getting on all these guys. And I know there's good value wide receivers later. That's the thing. That's the thing that's making me not worry about the fact that I've only taken Keenan Allen. These guys are all pass catcher. Well, Chris Carson a little bit less so. But Miles Sanders and Chase Edmonds are both excellent pass catchers and excellent value. I mean, we are sitting here in the 6th round at pick 70, and we're getting a guy with value in the 50s. I mean, that's amazing value. That's really, really good. So I got to take advantage of that. Now, hopefully, okay, so we got Juju. I really would kind of like to take my second wide receiver and just lock it down, and that way I've got everybody started except for my quarterbacks. I can get a quarterback on the next round. It probably won't be Justin Herbert, but it could be. You never know. I mean, we're still sitting here. There haven't been any tight ends taken in a while, so tight end is kind of building up right now. People need to start taking that, and who knows? I might get lucky. I mean, I've been certainly lucky with these running backs. That's just like, it's crazy. I'm just like, okay, am I dreaming right now? This is a crazy draft. For the fact that I started with Kelce and Kittle, this is a crazy draft. If you had told me I had selected 3 startable running backs after taking Kelce and Kittle, I would have said, no way, not a chance. That is not going to happen. But there are really good wide receivers available late. I mean, that's the thing, man. I mean, there are excellent options.
You are up next.
And so let's see here at pick 7, since we were already there. Pick 7 is pick 75. Okay, Juju Smith-Schuster has a value in the mid 50s. So I'm getting all of these players with, we'll say, top 60 value right now is what's going on. So I've already got 6 players with top 60 value. I'm about to get a 7th
you are on
player.
The clock.
He took Logan Thomas, so we got another tight end off the board. I am going to have to take Juju. I really like Robbie, but Robbie has the week 13 bye. Jamar Chase, I'm not real thrilled with. We got Cortland Sutton too, but I think Juju is better. Slot player, I think on a 1-year contract, the dude's 24. He's playing for his next contract. I think he's going to be a banger this year. He's going to just totally kill it. So, all right. So we've already got our lineup set here. This is our starters except for the quarterback. Let's go to the next round. Let's see what happens, man. So, first thing I'm going to do is for quarterbacks, I'm going to go ahead and highlight Wilson and Rodgers just in case they make it. But I would also consider Brady. I think Brady would be a great choice. We did talk about going for Trey Lance. I could take Trey Lance and then go with someone just after that. I could go for, like a Kirk Cousins or something like that. But I'm hoping I don't want to get to there. I'd really like to get myself a QB1, a solid QB1. But let's look at round 8. So let's look at wide receivers. So you can see Brandon Cooks, Jalen Waddle. Waddle's a long shot. Michael Gallup, Michael Pittman. So Pittman sucks, but Gallup, he's a top 100 value player, and he does score well here. So let's go ahead and put him on. So we will go and find Gallup. There's Gallup. Whoops. Nope, I didn't want Chark. I want Gallup. Okay. You can see here these other guys. I would consider Devonta Smith, Debo, no. Galladay, I already got him on the queue. Cooks, I already got him on Waddle. Michael Thomas, I will consider if he makes it. Pittman, no. Gallup, Chark, no. All right, so I think we're good there. Let's look at the running backs. Gordon and Carter are both long shots, so there's not much here. Brady is one that should possibly make it to us. We'll see how things fall. Tight ends, we got Goddard, Jonnu Smith, and Mike Gesicki. I do like Smith, but again, we don't need to take Smith because I've got 2 great tight ends. I am going to look to, later on, maybe a Hooper or something like that. I'll get as my 3rd tight end, but I don't need to worry about that for a while. That's like a 14th or 15th round pick. So I think we are good there. So let's just go to the 9th round. And more running backs that I like. Look at this, Kenyon Drake. Jamal Williams is not a great play. Not a great play, but I do like him. I'm going to put him on the queue. And again, we're getting to the point where, the running backs, you're just kind of taking what you can get. Jamal Williams. And where is Drake? There's Drake. Put Drake on there. Okay. All right. And so that's really it for wide receivers. We got some good options. Look at this. We got Well, Curtis Samuel's a reach. But we got Jacoby Myers. I really like Jacoby Myers. Marvin Jones, I really like Marvin Jones. Mike Williams is also a marginally good play. Darnell Mooney, a little bit riskier. But let's put Williams, Jones, and Jacoby Myers on the queue. All right, so Williams. There's Curtis. There's Jacoby. Of those guys, the one that offers the best value is Marvin Jones. So he would probably be my choice. I've been kind of itching to take Jacoby, though. I kind of got good vibes about what he could possibly offer and, good positive value at this point, like a full round of value. And then as far as quarterbacks go, it's still Brady. Okay. All right. We're in good shape. So let's go back and see what's going on here. So Russell Wilson's at the top of the board. So let's see here. So we've had no quarterbacks taken. And we've had 2 more tight ends. So we've got 9 tight ends off the board now. So there's probably going to be a quarterback run that's going to happen. So I hope it doesn't, but it might. We'll see. Luckily, 5 of these guys already have their quarterback. So I doubt that they would take their second at this point because that would be stupid. So let's look here. So Chadwick now has 2 tight ends, 3 wide receivers, and 2 running backs. Roll Tide has 3 running backs and 3 wide receivers and his quarterback. So Roll Tide still hasn't taken his tight end. Roll Tide does have his quarterback, though, so that's good. Robert Tonyan, another tight end, comes off. So we got a tight end run happening here, and this is, quite frankly, overdue. I'm amazed it went this far before it happened. Shoot, man, I'm buzzing right now. It's like I'm like, this is going so well. When's the shoe gonna drop? And even if like Sanders is a disappointment, I got so much value by taking him in the 5th that he can disappoint and still be a good play for me just because of where I got him. Chase Edmonds, same thing. Getting a guy, if we go back here to the 6th round and we put Edmonds up there. Where is he? Edmonds. Okay, so we were at pick 70. Edmonds offers value of 56. So I got 14 spots of value, so over a round. And then in the 5th round, we went and we took Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders' value is 32nd. So we got over a round and a half of value out of him. So, I mean, it's just amazing value. And then in the 4th round, when we took Chris Carson. Chris Carson also gave us half a round of value. I mean, I got positive value. I'd consider that fair value. But again, that is amazing. On running backs in this kind of a league, that's amazing. Straight up. No other way to put it. So, all right, so after Juju, we have Jamar Chase, Cortland Sutton, then A.J. Dillon comes off. Robbie Anderson, Devonta Smith, Deebo Samuel, Antonio Brown closed out the round. Robert Tonyan, Jalen Waddle, Brandon Cooks, Michael Pittman. We've got 1, 2, 3 guys that have not taken their quarterback yet. So that is making me sweat. But, again, all 3 of them would have to take the quarterback for me to lose one that I didn't want. And then I still get Tom Brady. So it's like it's totally cool right now. I'm feeling really good about where we're at and how things might happen here. Sony Michel comes off. Okay. Let's see what's going on my queue. Got a ton of options, right? Justin Herbert's right at the top. And I would take Justin Herbert over Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers, to tell you the truth. Both those guys, again, I consider them marginal plays. But Herbert, because I got Aaron Rodgers as a regression candidate, and Russell Wilson's just too inconsistent to trust. I just don't trust him for fantasy. So I tend to stay away, So everybody's going to take up their full amount of time just to make me sweat is what this is what's going on right now. Okay. The next two guys are the guys that haven't taken quarterbacks yet, so we'll see if they take their quarterbacks. Who else is on my list besides the quarterbacks? I got Kenny Golladay still on the board. Michael Gallup, Michael Thomas, Jamal Williams, Kenyon Drake, Mike Williams, Curtis Samuel, Jacob E. Myers. So tons of fantastic options. Juju is a tier 8 player, by the way. And by each tier, that means 1 point per week off the leader. So if the leader, Christian McCaffrey, is the highest scoring player in the league. And so if we go, if by tier 8, that means Juju is going to make approximately 8 points less per week than CMC.
Now you are on the clock.
Oh, right. Nobody took their quarterback. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm getting him in the I can't believe I'm getting Herbert in the 8th. That is so fantastic. And I could gamble around the horn, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to take Herbert here. That is amazing. There's my lineup right there. There's my starters right there. That is amazing. I cannot believe that I passed on Herbert and he came back to me on the long end of that turn. Oh. Oh my God. And I could have kept riding that snake, man, around the horn because there was still 2 quarterbacks in front, but I'm not going to risk it. And look, yeah, see, Russell Wilson comes off right after me. What did the guy before me take? Oh, he took his tight end. So everybody's fully rostered as far as their starters go right now. Oh man, I'm buzzing right now. I got the stack with Keenan Allen. I'm thrilled. I am very excited about this team right now. I'm very, very excited. Amazing. Sometimes things just go your way, you know? I mean, that is amazing. I was really kind of nervous about how this was going to go down. And, because I'm looking at my app and I'm looking at, what the players are available on each round. How do they look? How do they work with my overall strategy? And it's just working out great. I mean, Golladay is still on the board. I should maybe take him at this unbelievable value. Who else do I have highlighted? So Golladay is right there. I don't need to worry about Rodgers or Brady, so I'm going to take them off the queue. Okay. Gallup, Jamal Williams, Kenyon Drake, Mike Williams, Curtis Samuel, Jacob E. Myers. Okay. So is my pick? No. Okay. So he took Kenyon Drake. Okay, and we got one more. I'll have to count the tight ends in a minute. Who was the best value at this point as far as my wide receivers go? Marvin Jones or Curtis Samuel? I kind of like. Did Marvin Jones already go? Is he off the list? Wait a minute.
Now you are on the clock.
Oh, Marvin Jones already came off. All right, Jamal Williams, Mike Williams, Curtis Samuel, Jacob E. Myers. So between Curtis Samuel, you know what? I'm going to take Jacob E. here. Even though he's not as good a value as Curtis for me is just, again, he hasn't played with his quarterback at all. Jacob E. Myers has. I kind of like that upside. So I'll take it. I'm going to take him. That makes me happy. Okay. So, and look, he took Galladay right before me. That's too bad. I lost some value there. So Chadwick has 4 wide receivers now. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got 13 tight ends. And for quarterbacks, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, now 8. 8 quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers is still on the board. All right, let's go to the next round, man. Let's go to 10. All right, so for wide receivers, long shots, Curtis Samuel, Rondale Moore, Will Fuller. Rondale Moore, let's put him on the queue. Rondale Moore. We got Ruggs. We've got Gage. Okay, so we got Ruggs. And Gage is a reach. Let's look at the running backs. Ramondre Stevenson is one that I like. So let's put him on the queue. Ramondre. Okay. Pollard. Okay, we don't need to worry about quarterback for a while. Tight end, no real tight ends coming off. All right, let's go to the 11th round now. 11th round, Gronk, Hines, Ramondre Stevenson. Okay, let's look at the wide receivers. So Gage, Ruggs, Marquise Brown, risky pick with only 1 star. Not really interested in these other guys, but Marquise Brown. Okay. Just going to see if there's anyone else I want to highlight here. Mooney, Fuller, Hardman, Samuel, Elijah Moore. Oh, Marvin Jones is there. I thought I had him on my queue, and then I couldn't find him. Well, maybe he'll make it back to us. I'd take him over any of these guys. All right. Let's see here. What about for running backs? Hines also scores as a marginal play. Put him up. All right, who else? Tight ends. Gronk, Everett. See, these guys score crap. They're crap. Gronk is the only one that's worth anything. Did I already put him on? I don't think I did. Let's put him on. Tight end, Gronkowski. He probably won't make it back to us. That's too long a trip. And how about quarterbacks? Hurts, Fields, Tannehill, Lance, Burrow. I could try for Lance. This is a speculative play, but tons of upside, especially since I got Kittle. Let's go ahead and queue up Lance. Although I think I'll just pass on that. I don't think I need to take him. All right. How's it going on the board down here? Let's take a look. Okay, so since Jacob E. Myers, we got Dallas Goedert, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Michael Carter, Gerald Everett, Matthew Stafford, Connor, Jamal Williams, and Nyheim Hines gone. Okay, great. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 quarterbacks off the board. For tight ends, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got 14. 14 tight ends off the board now. Coming back around, DJ Chark, Will Fuller come off in the 10th round. Devin Singletary. Oh, let's go back to the list of everybody. Let's see who's on the board. So, okay. How's the queue look? Queue's got 10 players on it, so I think we're good. We should see some more tight ends come off. Yeah, if Marvin Jones makes it back to me, that's going to be my pick. I mean, I gotta Again, I just need more wide receivers, and I really like the upside that he offers with what we've seen in the preseason, with Trevor Lawrence. So I want to see if there's any head-scratching picks. No, I mean, it's all pretty good. That Kenny Golladay pick, that's such a fantastic freaking pick. That makes me mad that he didn't make it to me. Because, like I said, I lost about 2 rounds of value. With that pick, it just fell 2 rounds. So, there you go. All right. Jalen Hurts comes up. Okay, so we got another quarterback. So we got 11 quarterbacks taken. Who doesn't have a quarterback yet? This guy. Pick 1. He has not taken his quarterback yet. It would be a sneaky play to take a quarterback here just to mess with him. But I don't need to because I don't need it as part of my roster construction right now. So I will forego tilting him. Plus, he probably has several options he's considering for his quarterback. And everybody is taking their sweet old time making a decision here.
You are up next.
Another quarterback taken. Now I'm sure that this guy's going to tilt. He's going to freak out. If I took a quarterback, it would totally freak him out.
Now you are on the clock.
Okay, so he took Mike Williams. So I can get my guy. I can get Melvin Gordon. Or I'm sorry, Marvin Jones. Excuse me, not Melvin Gordon. Marvin Jones. But I could take Trey Lance and just make him shit his pants. This is tough. I got 30 seconds to think about this. Do I think that Marvin Jones would make it back to me in those 4 picks? Oh, it's so risky. You know what? I'm going to let it go. I got to do what's best for my team, not what's worst for his team. I need wide receivers. I'm taking my wide receivers. So Roll Tide now has 4 wide receivers. All right. And for the 10th round, we still got all our stuff queued up for the for the 11th round. We've already got all our stuff queued up. Let's just look at the list. Is there anybody on the list that's of interest? Look, there's Pollard. If I wanted to go back to running backs, I could grab him. As far as wide receivers go, Gallup is still on the board. Samuel is still on the board. Marquise Brown. These are all guys that will really help my lineup. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Let's just look at the wide receivers again. Rondale Moore. He's a fair value at this point. That's interesting. But Curtis Samuel. No, not Debo. Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel's at the top. 76th overall in value. We're at pick 123. I don't think I can pass up that value. I think I got to take Curtis. Where's Gallup? Gallup's at 97th in value. Yeah, I got it. I mean, if Curtis makes it back, we'll take Curtis. So, I wasn't willing to take him earlier, because of the risk with the injury. But at this point, with that value gap, holy cow, it's like 50 points.
You are
50
up
points
next.
of value right there. So he took his quarterback. He took Joe Burrow. That was his plan all along. So even if I took Trey Lance, it wouldn't have freaked him out. He takes Pollard. All right.
Now you are
I'm
on the clock.
Okay. So as far as value goes, Marquise is 78th overall. Both these guys are dealing with injuries. Although Marquise seems to be back, and he's already established. Curtis or Marquise? I took Curtis yesterday. I'm going to take Marquise here just because there's not a lot of receiving options in Baltimore. And so this is a speculative play, but he's my 5th wide receiver. So I think that's a good choice. And all right, so the guy before me, he took Gallup, so he's now has 5 wide receivers as well. So I can turn back to running backs now. I think I'm good on wide receivers. Let's go to the 12th. Let's see what's going on. All right, so we got another terrific value play. Cole Beasley. And look, he's even a reach here, but I would take him if he makes it to us. Let's go to wide receivers. Cole Beasley, we'll put him on the queue. Who else do we have here? For wide receivers, Brian Edwards, no interest. Running backs, we got J.D. McKissick. Running backs, J.D. McKissick. All right, let's go back to tight ends. Henry Van Cook. Nope, we don't need to worry about it. We're still waiting for Hooper. Burrow was already gone. All right, so let's go to the 13th round. Wide receiver. Gabriel Davis. Jalen Reagor. All right. No one else of much interest there for running backs. We got Darrell Williams, Tyson Williams. Oh, someone just took Tyson. He just came off the board. Darn it, that's too bad. Look, there's David Johnson. I'd take him. There's Phillip Lindsay. I mean, I consider them here. David Johnson more so because of the pass catching. Okay. And let's look at tight ends. Austin Hooper is one that's telling us to take Austin Hooper. So let's go here to Austin. Wait a minute. I'm on the wrong section. Tight end. I'm like, where the heck is he? There he is. Austin Hooper I like. Cole Kmet, no. Ertz, Jarwin, no, not interested. Quarterback Trevor Lawrence. What's going on the quarterbacks? Trey Lance is still on the board. We got Fields, then Lawrence, Matt Ryan, Tua, Baker, Jameis. Jameis is one I would consider for my wide receiver 2. Cousins is also a solid choice. Fitz I like. And then, we could just wait till the end. We could grab someone like Mac Jones. Although, that's riskier. I'm not sure I'm willing to go in on Mac Jones. Or actually, I'd probably be more comfortable with Sam Darnold. But even so, I'm not really thrilled with those guys. All right. What's happening on the board? Oh, look, Gronk came off. That's too bad. All right, so since we took Marquise Brown, then it was Terrace Marshall, Leonard Fournette, Rob Gronkowski, Ramondre Stevenson, McCole Hardman, Tyson Williams, Rondell Moore, Curtis Samuel, David Johnson comes off. That's too bad. Devontae Parker. I mean, he was a screaming bargain here, so but that's fine. But let's pivot back to. I'd like to pivot back to running backs, and maybe I'll take Cole Beasley also. Russell Gage comes off. Oh, this is on quarterbacks all. All right, so let's see. Madison, Engram, there's Trey Lance, Fields, Bernard, Henry, McKissick, Cook, Lindsey, Brian Edwards, Cole Kmet, Cole Beasley, Chuba Hubbard. All right. Madison would never make it back to me, but I'd consider him as well. Of the running backs in my queue, Jesus, just McKissick. Oh, Darrell Williams, Philip Lindsay, Austin Hooper. I'd probably take Darrell Williams. Gabriel Davis comes off. These are all my guys. my queue's just falling off right now. It's just falling away. But I still have 7 players. It's only 5 picks to me, so I'm fine. Let's just look. I want to just look at the wide receivers. Oh, Terrell Williams. He's still there too. Did someone just take Cole Beasley? I think Cole just came out. Yeah, Cole Beasley just came off. That's too bad. All right. So Terrell is still there. Let's look at running backs. Put Madison on there just in case he just gets passed on. Coleman, Penny, Darrell, Ty, Tony Jones. Justin Jackson, Devontae Booker.
You are up next.
That's the guy I'm interested in. Where are we at? Okay, so Brian Edwards came off. Okay. Giovanni Bernard. Alexander Madison might make it. He might be the pick.
Now you are on the clock.
Jared Cook. So he took a 3rd tight end. All right. Let's go ahead. We'll take Alexander Madison, the handcuff to Dalvin Cook. So we're back on the running back wagon now after taking a five round pause. And I see Trey Lance right at the top. Although I'm kind of partial to taking Darrell Williams if he makes it. J.D. McKissick comes off. So, okay, so now Roll Tide has taken 3 tight ends. They got 4 wide receivers, 3 running backs, and their quarterback. Okay. Oh, but do I need to take Hooper? Is this where I need to take Hooper? It is. 13th round is where it says Hooper. I mean, could I wait a little longer? Who else is after here as far as tight ends? Next round, Ferkser, Troutman, Ebron, Conklin. I could totally wait and just take Conklin last if I wanted to go that, but I kind of like Hooper. That's a nice way to get a piece of that offense. Where are the tight ends? Is Hooper gone? Did someone just take Hooper? Son of a bitch. Engram's still there. Henry's still there.
You are up next.
You know what? I could take Henry. Cole Kmet, Blake Jarwin. All right. So J.D. McKissick, that's a running back. So that's his fourth running back.
Now you are on the clock.
Who did he take? Oh, and he took Trey Lance. So he now has two quarterbacks. Okay. Rager, Williams, Lindsey, Terrell, Devontae Booker, Hunter Henry. I think I got to take Darrell Williams. That gives me 5 running backs now. That's really good. And let's go to the next round. So let's go to round 14. All right. Terrell Williams. We already got him highlighted. He's a great choice. Top 100 value at pick 166. Anthony Ferkser rates very well here too. The Tennessee tight end. That actually might be a good choice, actually. That's not a bad choice. Risky. I mean, but he's our third, right? So who cares? And I don't care this week 13 bye either because I got my stars. Let's see here. Nelson Agalor is, again, another marginal pick, but not necessarily a bad choice. There's Agalor. Okay. Let's see here. We also got defenses coming off the board. Ravens start at Las Vegas, then they go to Kansas City and Detroit. So week 2 kind of sucks, but I like the week 1 and week 3. That's really good. Although I think I can wait. I don't think I need to take. I do not need to take a defense at this point. All right. No. Okay. All right. Let's go to the 15th round. 15th round. Who do we got? Matt Ryan, Tua. If I wanted to go quarterback. Wayne Gallman. Oh, yes. Yes. I absolutely want Wayne Gallman if he doesn't get sniped. Where are you? There you are. Buried. Just stay buried. Wayne Gallman is backing up Mike Davis, a 29-year-old running back in Atlanta. Savon Ahmed. I like him too. Oh, running backs. Ahmed. Okay. For wide receivers, all right, already got Terrell and Agalor. No one else is really worth a damn. Tight ends. All right. Quarterbacks, Who's still available on the quarterback list? Who do we got? Lawrence is still there. You know, Winston and Cousins and Fitz. That's kind of like the group I'd be interested in. So we're still a ways off of that. So I'm not going to push it. See what's going on the board. Look at so we've got a bit of a run happening with tight ends. We got more tight ends coming out the board. Engram, Jarwin, and Kmet. Okay. We also have both Trey Lance and Justin Fields coming off. So, and did both the guys on either side of me take their second quarterbacks? They sure did. All right, so I'm not going to really have to worry about them taking a third, which is nice. Because I doubt they will. Zach Ertz comes up. Okay, we got a definite tight end run happening. So, and look at this. The first defense came off Tampa Bay in the 13th. Dude, you could have waited. No problem. Gainwell, Lindsey, Darrell Williams. So that was me. All right. Wow. Okay. So hopefully the defense run won't start, but I'm just going to put them on the queue. My defenses that I'm targeting are San Francisco and Denver. Those are the two I want. Where San Francisco didn't give me San Francisco. Come on, put them on there. There we go. Okay. Let's see what's going on the draft board. Who's still there? Hunter Henry right at the top. Nobody wants him. Why would you? He's a mess. Terrell's right there making an appearance, and we'll see if he makes it back. Okay, so we got another quarterback off the board. We got Matt Ryan. So we've got the potential for another quarterback run and another tight end run. Hunter Henry comes off. Okay. So just makes me a little nervous. Where are we at on the list? So Ferkser's right at the top. Jeez, he's probably not going to make it. Dang it. I still got Conklin. That's kind of like my ultimate fallback. Ebron also is a potential fallback. He gets utilized in the red zone. Whoops. I did both 14 and 15. Yeah. Okay. Freiermuth comes off. Dang. Okay. We'll see if any of these guys make it back. Has this guy taken it? Oh, he took Mark Andrews. He hasn't taken a second tight end yet. He will probably be taking one. The good news is once we get past him, I don't think anyone else is going to take a tight end. So we'll see. Ferkser. Shoot. I could take Troutman too, although Troutman is dealing with injuries right now. What's going on with Troutman? Avoided serious injury. That's August 24th. It's a minor injury. Oh, boy. I don't have any tight ends on my queue right now. Shoot. Did not expect it to empty out like that. What was the other thing about Juwan Johnson? Oh, wrong one. Troutman, right? Oh, that's Nick Bannett they were talking about. Okay. Another defense off the board. Okay. Washington. See if there's any latest news about August 24th. See if there's anything that's Fox News is reporting. Likely out 1 to 3 weeks from August 25th. So, I mean, given that he's my third, I think we could take him and speculate. Juwan Johnson comes off there. Ugh. Or I might just, you know what? I think I'm just going to take Conklin. I know it's super early. I was hoping that I'd be able to get him late, but I just can't risk it now with all. Look at all the tight ends that have come off here in this round. That's crazy. Crazy. But so far, love how the draft is going. This is like an outstanding draft.
You are up next.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, it's not my turn yet. Oh, another defense off. Shoot. Let's see here. After me, 2 and 2. So I doubt that they're going to take either of those guys. I doubt.
Now you are on the clock.
Would take a tight end. All right. So you know what? I'm going to take my defense now. I'm going to take San Francisco. Because I don't want to get caught. I mean, even if if these guys took my defense, I'd just be very upset. And I think that the risk of me of one of them taking Conklin is very low. So we'll just roll the dice. It can certainly happen. But that is now 4 defenses taken. I kind of like the San Francisco defense. Obviously, they got a great couple of matchups to start the season. They got Detroit, and they got Philadelphia, and then at the end of the season, they also have a fantastic schedule. It's like Houston on the championship week. You know, I mean, it's like, oh, amazing. So, I'm very happy to get San Francisco. So what's going on here? Are we paused? Oh, no. Okay, so, it was an auto pick. That's what happened. Okay. Like, why is this taking so long? Juba. I mean, I can also, let's hear 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Everybody's got 2 tight ends. I bet I could wait. I bet I could totally wait on the tight end at this point. The likelihood of someone taking a 3rd tight end in the 15th round is very, very small. Justin Tucker, first kicker off the board. I am not going to take a kicker till the last round, and it will be fine. I picked from the 9th position, waited to the last round, got Yangsho Ku of Atlanta as my kicker. I'm like, that is amazing. He's a top 3 kicker. How in the world did I get him here? And he just happened to be there. So I'm sure it'll be fine that I'll be able to get myself a good kicker. Again, the difference between the best kicker, Justin Tucker, and the 12th best kicker is like 2.5 points a week. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. So Kirk Cousins. So another quarterback comes off.
Now you are on the clock.
It's back to us. Rager, Terrell is still there. Devontae Booker, Agalor, Gallman. Okay, I don't want to miss on Gallman. So I'm going to take him. And did I put Conklin on my tight end? Okay. Moving along, great. Okay, so my running backs, Carson, Sanders, Edmonds, Madison, Williams, Gallman. Damn, I love it. I freaking love it. And my wide receivers, although they are a little bit weaker, these are all top 100 value players. Allen, Juju, Jacoby, Marvin Jones, Marquise Brown. So, again, thrilled. Okay, so another defense comes off. So, and the only way, if Denver makes it back, I would absolutely take Denver. But I do not anticipate that happening because we're about to head into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that are probably going to take their defenses at this point, looking at how the board is. And so we've got 5 picks left, right? Yep, 5 picks. Terrell came off. I knew that was a pipe dream that he would make it back to us. Are there any other wide receivers I'd be interested in? Let's see. Hamler. And Nico Collins. That's pretty much it. That's it. That's it for wide receivers. Let's look at running backs, though. Penny is still there. That's interesting. Latavius is still there. Justin Jackson. There's Booker. We already got him highlighted, right? We already got him on the queue. Yeah, Booker's still there. Let's see here. We got Sabin. Sir Boston Scott for Philly. Justice Hill. Samaj A.P. Ryan. Jarrett Patterson is a guy that, if he makes it to the last round, I'd take him. Just had a great camp. He is like why am I drawing a blank on his name? Just an undrafted free agent, a walk-on basically. Has had a fantastic preseason. Is a small guy, but he's really, really spirited and it just really impressed the coaches. It's just amazing that he made the team because he is an undersized guy. Who else do we got? We got Benny Snell, who backs up Najee. Anybody else here? Maybe Alex Collins, because Penny, where is Penny on the list? I'm just going to exit draft mode, go to running backs. Is there any news on Penny? The dude is worthless. There he is. Any news about Rashad? Oh, he did play. Alex Collins is making a run. Maybe I'll speculate on Alex Collins. All right, let's see what's going on the board. Defense. Oh, look, there's Denver. They came off. Okay, and we've got some more quarterbacks coming up. You know what? I really do need to take a quarterback. And I still have Winston, Fitz, Darnold. I'd be willing to speculate on him. And maybe even Wentz. Although I would not be thrilled about that pick. Who's left on the defenses? Buffalo's a defense I like. Miami's a defense I like. Cleveland's a defense I like. All right. We're loaded up. We got 18 dudes in the queue. More quarterbacks being taken. list. Somebody finally took Rager. It's like, okay, I guess I'll take him here. That's a nice play. That's a pretty good play. Although I don't think Rager is startable. He's outside the top 100. We got 3 picks to us. Another kicker comes off. Again, there's
You are up next.
not benefit there. There's just not a great benefit. Ty Johnson. Do I want to take Winston
Now
or do I
you
want to
are on the
take
clock.
Fitz? I think. You know what? Oh. I'm going to take Fitz. Less of a chance that he'll be benched. Jameis Winston, big time chance that he'll be benched during the season. Go Fitz. I don't have any stacks, though. That's too bad. Oh, let's go to the 16th and 17th round. I didn't even look to see what players. Oh, that's because I released the draft mode. Let's go back in. Let's jump to the 17th. So defenses. This one we would want to take the Bills. Tight end. Ebron. Okay. I'm going to release Winston. Buffalo comes off. Okay. So just about everybody has a defense now, except for this guy. Team 2. All right. It's getting quiet. Where are we? We're at an hour and 40 minutes into this thing. Oh, my tight ends are so flashy. These guys are 20 points a week for each of them. Just awesome. I am very excited to have both these guys, man. That's amazing.
You are up next.
What did he end up doing? St. Brown. All right.
Now you are on the clock.
And he took a defense. Great. Okay, let's go ahead and take our tight end. Let's just get that position locked down. Love that. Love getting Tyler Conklin. Again, now that we know that Irv Smith is missing the season, Conklin's got some value. And he, and we got another kicker off the board. So we got 3 kickers. We got 3 picks to go. Again, I'm going to wait till the last pick to take my kicker. Not even going to worry about it. Not even going to sweat it. See, there's 4 kickers off the board now. So if we look at my queue, Hamler and Collins are the only wide receivers I'm still interested in. But look at all the running backs. So we got Ahmed, Penny, Murray, P. Ryan, Peterson, Alex Collins. All those guys. I don't need any more quarterbacks, so I will eliminate these guys, Sam Darnold and Carson Wentz. I can drop them off the board. And you know what? It's very slow and boring at this point, so I'm just going to pause till it's our pick, and then we'll see where we're at and who we're going to take. All right, so a bunch of my guys all came off in this round. They all came off the board. I'm just looking to see if there's anyone else I might be interested in. There's Roundtree also. Yeah, there's just nobody. Benny Snell. He's not worth anything. And Latavius Murray is still sitting here because he made the 53-man roster, but they say just barely. So he might be worthless. I could take him too.
Now you are on the clock.
Okay, so it's our pick. So who is left? Miami, Alex Collins. You know what? I'm going to take Alex Collins. And when it comes back around, let's just look at the whole list and see who's at the top of the list right now. Bateman. Troutman is still there. What about? No, I can't search right now. I'm building my roster on my app so I can so we can look at the players after the draft is done. I'm very excited about this team, though. I'm thrilled. Okay. The Miami defense. Kind of bummed that Cleveland got taken there. I kind of really wanted Cleveland to be there with San Francisco, but I would take Miami too, and I think run those two as tandem. Although maybe I don't even need to. I'll just take another player. Take Nico. See what he does week 1. You know, I mean, if he comes out and shows something, shoot, and then I got him on my roster. I think that sounds like a plan. If he makes it, we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 people have taken their kickers.
You are up next.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm very excited for this team. Oh, who was that other player? Shoot, I'm going to have to redo this.
Now you are on the clock.
All right, hold on here. I'm going to go back in. FFPC, no, 12, 3, enter draft mode. Shoot, come on, faster, faster, faster. Who's the guy that made it to the last round? Is it J.J. Taylor? It's J.J. Taylor. But you know what? I'm gonna take Nico. Again, let's just see if he does anything. He is the 2 on this very bad Houston Texans team. All right, I'm gonna pause it. I will come back with the team roster.
Clock.
All right, it's our last pick. Mason Crosby. Fellow Buff. And that closes it out. All right. Super happy with this draft. I'll be right back with the analysis. Okay, so the draft went great. I'm super happy with it. Let's take a look at that. This is all the players I took. I took Mason Crosby. He's not on here because I don't have kickers on this app. But that's why you don't need to take a kicker early. There's no benefit. Mason Crosby's on a great offense. He is going to be fantastic. But let's review the team. So, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Keenan Allen, Chris Carson, Chase Edmonds, Juju Smith-Schuster, Justin Herbert. Oh, I'm missing I'm missing Sanders. Oh, Sanders. That's why. Sanders. Miles Sanders. I clicked Emmanuel Sanders. Okay, so there's Miles Sanders, Chase Edmonds, Juju Smith-Schuster, Justin Herbert, Marvin Jones, Jacoby Myers, Marquise Brown, Alexander Mattison, Darrell Williams, Wayne Gallman, the San Francisco 49ers defense, Nico Collins, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Tyler Conklin. So, first of all, I want you to just see 3 stars and up for everybody except for Marquise Brown because he's got the injury. Alexander Mattison, just because, he's never been a player that thrills me, but, he was good to get at that point in the draft. Let's look at the value. So this is the value rankings of the players. I got the second most valuable player in Travis Kelce. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 top 50 value players. 6, 7. I got 7 top 60 value players. That's amazing. 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 top 100 value players in this draft. That is so outstanding. I'm just bursting over here. I'm just so excited to get this team onto the field. If you look at, let's go ahead and look at reliability. Look at this. I've got no low reliability players. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 high reliability and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 medium reliability, and then 2 rookies which don't have a rating. Oh, I'm sorry. One of those is San Francisco. San Francisco doesn't get a rating. Consistency. Let's take a look here. This is much better for consistency. My other team that I drafted yesterday, not nearly as consistent, but this is really good. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 with a 5 or better than average consistency. And then my guys who are less consistent, Keenan Allen, that's a little bit of a problem, but Wayne Gallman is a backup. Marvin Jones is possibly my second flex. Darrell Williams is a backup. Madison's a backup. Jacoby Myers, again, a guy that may be a flex, and Fitzpatrick, my backup quarterback. So that's totally fine. All my starters are above average on consistency. So I got great value. I got very good consistency. I got excellent reliability. I'm super psyched. No low reliability players. That's amazing. There is a lot of points on this team. This team is going to be a very dangerous, dominant team to deal with on a week-to-week basis. And I got just amazing value up and down that board. I just cannot believe that I got 3 running backs that were undervalued. I got him significantly undervalued. It wasn't just like there are a few points, there are a few points better than my pick. I mean, Chase Edmonds was like 2.5 rounds. Miles Sanders was 1.5 rounds. Chris Carson was half a round. Just outstanding. I'm just thrilled. So what do you think? What do you think of this team, everybody? I want you to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this team. I'm just like super excited. This is a great, great team. I got another draft on Wednesday for the FFPC, and it's from the first draft position. So I'm pumped for that. This one went just outstanding. I'm just like pleased as punch. I just totally nailed this one. So anyway, let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Leave a like. Thank you for watching this extremely long, drawn out draft. I appreciate you staying in for the full 2, or maybe you just jump to the end just to see everything. I'm going to give you one more look at the draft board here. Let's just go back. I'm going to give you a look at the draft board. So this is everybody, so you can just kind of get a good look at it. And we'll just go down to the bottom there. And again, like I said, man, last round kicker, just no problem. I got no discount against any other kicker by taking him with my very last pick. Just perfect. So anyway, hey, thank you very much for watching. Have yourself a great fantasy season. I got more drafts coming. I got more drafts to do. I'm very busy this week, but thanks again. We'll talk to you soon.